piece of history.
Welcome back to ACC PM, Thursday night, ladies' night. As always, nothing but net. You see Lexi's face now on the promo. Muffet McGraw, Kelsey Riggs, Lexi Brown, Kelly Gramlich. We'll have you covered Thursday night for all the women's hoops action here on ACC Network, and of course, always streaming on the ESPN app. That is 10 p.m. and throughout the day on Thursday as the ladies play. Speaking of ladies, and one of our favorites in the conference, Miss Liz Kitley from Virginia Tech. She has the Hokies rocking and rolling. They are sitting right now 13th in the country. Kenny Brooks has his ladies playing some good ball. First of all, hey, Liz, welcome back for the second time on ACC PM. And it's not just you, though. We have to note, if you look over her shoulder in the mirror, we have Winnie in the background. Show us Winnie. What's she doing back there?
Oh, gosh. She's chewing a bone on my bed. Is that gross? Probably.
Hi. Oh, she's adorable. And what you told us, that's actually not even your dog?
No, that would be Georgia Amor's little baby, but I'm definitely a relative of some sort, yeah.
Do you end up having to feed and walk Winnie, too? Do you guys have, like, joint custody at this point?
Yeah, I would say it's my pleasure. Like, she provides me with so much joy. It's a relief to come home and see her, so the least I could do is let her go to the bathroom.
The best thing in the world is coming home to a dog. I know Trey and I can both attest to that. He has one and I have one too, a couple of rescues. So let's start off with you and just focusing on you. A finalist for the Wooden Award, the top 20 announced yesterday, one of 5 ACC women, which I know you're in great company and I'm sure you've seen the list. You play against them. What does it mean to you to be amongst, Deja Kelly, Tanaya Latson, Olivia Miles, Haley Van Lith, and the other women from around the country as a finalist for the Wooden Award?
Yeah, I mean, it's so cool. Obviously, all such great players. Play against all of them, and they definitely bring their challenges. They're all super, super talented. And yeah, it's just something that, I never really imagined when I committed to Virginia Tech or planned to play in college. So to just get to this point and be recognized like that, it's just really awesome.
Now, Liz, you talk about something else you probably didn't imagine. Maybe you did, but now you're the field goal leader in Hokies program history. Like, what does that mean to you? Like you say, you come in just wanting to make an impact. Next thing you know, you leave. I mean, you're going to leave a legend.
Yeah, it's actually funny because I don't know if they do it on purpose, but I have no idea what records or whatever happen until after the game, and I just see the social media posts. I have absolutely no idea when I'm near anything. I didn't even know I got my 1,000th rebound. Nothing like that. I don't know if that's on purpose or what, but yeah, no, definitely something I wouldn't expect at all. And I mean, it's cool, especially, we have a few games left, so hopefully I can get that a little higher.
I know you did just reach the 1,000 mark for rebounds the other night. At what point did you find out? Who tells you something like that?
It depends. Normally, again, it's just social media after the game. But sometimes Coach Brooks will give me a sly comment oh, by the way, you need one more. And then I'll be like, oh, okay, better get that.
One thing I want to talk to you about, and we talked to Coach Brooks about it when he came on the show a couple of weeks ago, probably about a month ago, is everybody knows who you are now. Liz Kitley can't hide. So teams are definitely playing you differently. And I think back to the Duke game the other night and how Kelly Gramlich on the show was like, man, that was really one of the better defensive performances I've ever seen on Liz Kitley. And she's been around a long time, but it's just because you're so good and you're so tough to defend. How have you taken on and accepted that challenge and maybe changed some things this year, knowing the different ways people are attacking you?
Yeah, I think it's really different. I think my sophomore and junior year, I got maybe more comfortable, or not comfortable, but expecting a certain way to play. And I think this year especially, it's just been so many different strategies on defense. We faced a lot more zone this year than we have in past years by far. So really going into every game just not expecting anything and going with the flow as it goes has kind of just been what I've had to do, I think, because if I go in expecting a certain way, it's just probably not going to be how they play me. And yeah, I just have to just expect the unexpected.
Free is the key. One thing I want to piggyback off that, though, is I read somewhere he told you, Coach Brooks, to be more like Kobe and less like LeBron. What did he mean by that when he told you that?
yeah, obviously no shade to LeBron. But like I
Absolutely
would
not.
love to be like LeBron too. But I think he just meant sometimes like I can try to make the right pass. Like LeBron obviously, gets a lot of assists, all that stuff. And then but sometimes he just wants me to think that I'm the right play. And I don't always necessarily do that. Like if I think like someone's crowding me or whatever, I'll, try to get the ball somewhere else. But sometimes I just have to be more aggressive and take it myself. And still trying to learn that. It's a mentality thing, getting there.
Now, Liz, going about this season, I mean, we've seen Virginia Tech have their highs and lows, but hey, you're still ranked 13th in the nation. I mean, being ranked 13th, what has been the surprise of this season when it comes to y'all's team, whether it's off the field, or off the court, or on the court, chemistry, or just people like you saying different defenses towards you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say personally, I didn't expect teams to play us in zone like this at all. Like my last 3 years, I think as just in general, Virginia Tech is known for 3-point shooting a lot. So we never really saw that as much in past years. But I think this year, once one team does it and maybe we struggle a little bit, then, the other teams are going to see that and think, oh, we can do that too. And then it just carries on from that. So we just have to prove ourselves in that sense. But yeah, definitely didn't expect the zone as much nearly at all. But it is what it is.
Since we talked about Georgia Amor a little bit earlier when we talked about Winnie, I want you to brag on your friend a little bit because we did have her on a few weeks ago and she talked to us about your relationship and how she went home with you during COVID since obviously all her family is back in Australia. So that gave you a chance to bond really early when she came over to the States. She's had an outstanding season and we've seen so much growth from her and she's such a key cog on this team. What's it like from your perspective as her roommate, her friend, just to watch what she's been able to do and the chemistry you guys have formed really over the last few years and how it's translating on the court now?
Yeah. I think mainly I'm just proud of her for building up her confidence the way she has this past year. I think in her first 2 years, she really saw herself as, which she still is a great passer, but really just that true point guard that always wanted to dish the ball. But I think this year she's really taken on an aggressive mindset too and realized that, her taking shots are good for our team and help. And I think she's gotten a lot more comfortable with that and also just a lot more confident in herself. And, we all have so much confidence in her. So for her to finally have a little bit, I'm just really happy and proud of her.
Now, talking about another one of your teammates, the last few games, Taylor Soule has been taking her game to the next level. I'm talking about bringing that energy on offense and defense, finishing hard in the paint. I mean, listen, what is it about her that gets y'all going?
I mean, have you ever seen anyone as strong or athletic as her? I have not. Like in practice and in games, she just goes so hard all the time. And I think that's what makes her so successful. And I think the last few games, she's just had a completely different mindset, really. And she's just been attacking so much more. But I really think that's due to her. She's just been in the gym a lot, honestly, the last few weeks. Like she's had an insane work ethic. And I think it's really showing off. She's been watching a lot of film. And obviously if you've noticed, it's done its thing. She's been playing super well and aggressive, and I'm very glad for that.
All right, Liz, before we let you go, I want to let you do something and give a little shout out because I was snooping on Instagram and I saw today it is Raven Kitley's birthday, your big sister who, if you know you at all, you have a wonderful relationship with her. There's the post. I screenshot it and sent it to the producer. She got a big container of barbecue sauce for her birthday.
Hey.
You can explain that one. It's her 31st birthday. That is Raven Kitley, but you can give her a birthday shout out and explain that barbecue sauce to us.
Yes, happy birthday, Raven. I love you so much. You better be watching because I told you I was on. No excuses. But she's just a condiment girl. Like, she loves any sort of condiment, especially like ranch and barbecue sauce. So she also loves gag gifts. So it's like, what better gift could there be?
Yeah, Raven is a girl after my own heart. I love condiments. So happy birthday, Raven, from ACC PM and your sister Liz to you. Liz, thank you so much for joining us. Good luck the rest of the way. We're rooting for you.
Of course. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate you, Liz.
And Winnie, too. And bye to Winnie, too. Of course, we can't leave the pups out of the conversation. Hey, Trey, we got a legend coming up next here on ACC PM.
Uh-oh.
We broke the news earlier today that Erin Matson has been named the next head coach of UNC field hockey. And she's taken time out of her busy day to join us here on the program. So, oh, is that a goat?
Nah.
It was about that time. You know we couldn't talk Aaron Matson without Trey Boston's goat sound, whether you think it's good or not. Miss Matson, the new head coach at UNC, will join us coming up on ACC PM after the break.
Be thankful for the little